so many support tickets. Oh my God. Scopely, why can't you do anything right? Ah!
Dang, Jason. Just brag about it, why don't you? Jason over here. Like, hey, my game's working perfect, everybody. My game's perfect. Suck it. I'm very happy for you, Jason. Jason, I'm very happy for you. Praise leader. The Gladius at the final tier will vary based on your level, research bonuses. But, I mean, I can tell you what my Gladius is at. I mean, you can't see it because I haven't activated the screen, but I can tell you what mine's at. At level 45, maxed out, my Gladius is 4.8 million. I mean, but it can easily get, 2.5 if you're like level 32, 3 million. Depends on the tier, stuff like that. No, Jason, too late. You already bragged. You already bragged, Jason. Too late. You can't come in here bragging, Jason. Too freaking late. Look at me just forgetting to turn off all my alerts and stuff. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Origin, good to see you, my friend. How is everybody doing? It's been a busy past 12 hours for me trying to fix issues. Defiant Heart, thank you for signing up to be a member of the channel. You just set your expectations lower now. Isn't that a sad reality of this game? And dude, let me go and tell you, this is not gonna be a negative episode. This is gonna be a positive episode, okay? Because it's the holidays, it's Christmas. I have a lot to be thankful for. I have y'all as a community. I have literally today, I got the joy of, there were 2 packages delivered to my house from people who had bought stuff for my kids off the wish list. So just a big love to all of y'all. But it's been a heck of a 12 hours because of the treasury issue. For those that don't know what the treasury issue is right now, a lot of people can't use their free keys. It's not letting them turn in their free key. If you have a ticket number, I can try to look into it for you, but this is much bigger of a problem than expected. Now, this was a problem yesterday morning, and I talked to Eco about it. Eco and the dev team looked into it and had thought that it got fixed. I thought it got fixed. I even made a ping in my Discord saying, hey, look, if it's not working, let me know. But I have literally gotten just from the time that I got done working last night, 10, 11 o'clock, to working again this morning, several dozen tickets sent to me. I'm trying to look into all those. Obviously, I've got a stream right now, but people with full treasuries unable to claim their treasury with the free key. So that is being looked into. If you have a ticket number, you can send it to me. I mean, I can't promise I can expedite your ticket. I can try to look into it and try to get the problem addressed quickly. I know there is a time crunch on the treasury. Once it's available, it's got a limited window for you to redeem it. So I will do as much as I can to make it to where that problem gets resolved. So if you are having it, please do whatever you need to do to reach out to me, and I will try to take care of you. I just don't want to put out like any false promises because I don't work for customer support. I can try to get tickets, like in terms of a problem looked at quicker. I can try all those things, but just letting you know, this is where we're at. So Dragons says, what's going to happen? The treasury timer expires when players want to use their free ride. I really can't answer that, Dragons McCated. I'm not scoping. All I can do is try to get the problem resolved before that happens. So I am going to try to be Captain Positivity here, and I'm going to try to say, hey, we're going to get it done. I honestly can't answer the question. And I'm not trying to be like purposely obtuse or anything like that. I just don't know. All I can do is try to get it taken care of, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get it taken care of, and I'll let y'all know, right? Defiant says, I'm personally hoping for another month and a half of those resource chests. I don't think this is an issue worth that because it's not affecting that many players. Like, I'm not saying it's not affecting players. I literally just said that I've gotten dozens of tickets, but we're talking about this probably affecting a few hundred people in the game, maybe 1,000. I mean, a very small percentage, but I am still trying to get this looked into and trying to get this fixed. Okay. And no problem, Space World. This is what I'm here for. Like, I know I just had a stream Monday night talking about how, you know, just it can be tiring to constantly going through these issues, but, you know, at the same time, big problems that are being, you know, affecting a sizable portion of the community. I do feel an obligation to try to not only multitask what I'm doing right now in the background, but also to help y'all out, and I enjoy it. So Paulo says they have 6 more days to get people or more people or same problem. The only issue, Paulo, is if you've already unlocked it, the timer goes down like 3 days. So, and Andy's right. Currently, the ticket number is small because not everybody, I mean, please, if you hear this, don't take offense. If you've already got your treasury open, you're an overachiever, okay? You deserve a hand clap. You deserve a hand clap for being that dedicated to the game, but you are an overachiever, okay? Calm down. Stop hitting 700 hostiles in a day. Stop it. Stop it. But I am proud of you. So you are like an early access to the problem. But I am trying to get it addressed now, though. And I promise, like, I have, I mean, if y'all, it'd be a waste of time. I literally could count to you the number of tickets that I've sent in. And I literally called community manager in terms of trying to get this handled. I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible. So yes, it is on the docket. Yes, it is being looked into, and we'll just keep going from there. I got my 700 hostiles auto grinding for the POTM event. Nutari, I'm not going to ask about your auto grinding because that sounds dangerously like something I probably don't want to know about. So keep your auto grinding to yourself unless it is a legitimate thing and I am misunderstanding. I'm not going to snitch, but I'm just saying that of the 300 people probably here, could be an overlord. Look, new Atari, I'm just saying. You gotta be careful with your phrasing. You gotta be augment. Okay, cool. I'm just saying, be careful phrasing. It matters. I'm just saying. We got a player on server 92 who's already got like 60,000 hostiles ground out, and that server is only 3 weeks old. So I'm just saying, you got to be careful with how you word things. So out of 300 people here, 280 are auto grinding in augment. Maybe that's why they have time to watch the stream, is they're auto grinding in augment space right now. So whatever it is you're doing, appreciate you being here. And I'm trying to get all my stuff set for today. I will say today's events, really good payouts in today's events. If y'all haven't taken a look, obviously I've got Parabellum for 39 plus, but if you look at everything as a whole, really good paying events today. This should be a day where you not only get uncommons, but good amounts of catcher cells. So hopefully this is a day everybody has a lot of activity in the game, but a lot of good payouts in the game too. It's pretty rare. Usually in event store months, we do not have good payout days very often. So this is a day for activity. If you got time. If you got to work, or you have families, you know, just weird stuff, cool. But if you got nothing to do, come over and hang out with us and do some events. Mike, you're an overachiever? Nice. I appreciate it. Meta, you can do all the events by hitting Fed Klingon Cap Traders with an interceptor. You can. I don't have that option. But I have to do it the hard, difficult way. Rev's going to have to do it the difficult way. Because, yeah, Rev's Rev. Rev's going to have to do it the difficult way. But thank you for pointing that out. Will treasury offer update from Ops 39 Ops 40? I.e. if I was Ops 39, built it 40 will it update. No, I think you get what you got for the treasury as well as the battle pass. But somebody in the chat could correct me if I'm wrong. I do not think the treasury will change. So, but once it's set, it's set. Let me go ahead and drop this in. I've been trying to get some of this done, and then I've got to go mine concentrated latinum today. But I'm also constantly mining this stuff. Sync ahead with you guys. Have you scrapped it? No, it's not that meme. It's the having to attack Romulan or Klingon traders because those are the factions that I'm with. And I don't want to hurt those reps. I'm like 60 million away from building a pylum, and I don't want to hurt my Klingon because it's already like 200 million below my Romulan. So that's why I can't go hit the traders. It's not that, you know, I don't have the interceptor. I could use an interceptor and hit traders. It's just that I don't want to affect the rep. So I don't want to affect the rep. It's just a personal choice. What would you recommend purchasing? Crazy Leader? That is a very like open-ended question that depends on your account, what server you're on, what level you are. There are things that I believe have value in the game that you can say, hey, should I go after now? And I can be like, yeah, do it. The best thing that I can really advise you on is if you have something specific you're thinking of, shoot me a message in Discord or Facebook, and I will be very happy to give you some one-on-one advice on what I think has value for you in the game and what I don't think has value. So, I mean, there's like some tricks and tips, if you will. Like, for example, and this has been coming up a lot lately. If you are wanting, let me see if I even have it before I say it. So, like the Primal Blade of Armor, this is a, what was it? 150% boost to, or 350% boost to armor. This is a new prime that came out. Well, it costs those tokens. I don't really feel like that has a ton of value in terms of that pack itself, but if the, where's that other pack? Did they already take it down? That Cardassian pack that has the same token in it, if I can find it, was loaded with resources. Not that. I'd have to find the pack again. Heck, it may not even be up, but 350. Thanks, Andy. But there's one that has the same token in it, but also is loaded with uncommons. I mean, it just depends on, there's just so many packs right now for me to try to fiddle through and find what exactly I'm looking for. But it wasn't prime to find. Yeah, it wasn't. That's a decent amount of stars. I get another prime with that. But anyway, it is a whole health boost. So there's a whole health boost and there's a shield boost. But anyway, we'll figure it out later. I did not buy a meme. I've not bought a meme. But I've not bought a meme. I've not bought a prime. But there was a workaround to try to get like a better pack and use the same currency. And ASX, I will do the systems that don't affect rep. I just can't do the capital traders. Was the point that I was really more getting into there. Go ahead and start my route. Will Scopely introduce a filter for their pack so we can reduce the number that's available? Sure, but don't you want the ability to spend $100? Like, look how many, let's just do the math. I'm only going to count. That's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500, 1600, 1700. Oh, I'm sorry. 1700, 1800, 1900. 2000, 2100, 2200, 2300, 2400, 2500, 2600, 2700, 2800, 2900, 3000, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 4000, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 5000. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, my goodness, 58, 59, 6,000, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 7,000, 71. Oh God, 72, 72 just to get the $100 packs. Oh my goodness, $7,200. Holy crap. I don't know if I've ever Besides buying my house, I don't think I've ever spent that much money at one time. That's just the $100 packs. I didn't count any of the others. And no Vault of Latinum. I've got no Vault of Latinum. And no, I did not buy it. But yeah, if anybody would like to donate $7,200, I will not buy all those packs on stream. Jeez. Okay. Okie dokie. Wow. What a number. What a number. That's basically 2 to 4 average mortgage payments. Dude, that is more than triple my mortgage payment. My mortgage payment every month is $2,005. That's my mortgage payment. That is over triple my mortgage payment. For sure. I ran one short to get my Cardassian projectile. Will there be a way to get more anytime soon? Rune King Thor, at this time, I do not know of a way coming soon. I do know that when I talk to the dev team, there will be other ways to source them in the future. I do not know when that will be. I do not know when that'll be. So for me, Ordrin, it would be a whole quarter of house payments. It'd be, 3.5 months of house payments. Mine is $2,650, or at least that's what I pay. I have a small trickle going solely towards principal. That's smart. I do try to make direct principal payments every couple months if I get like an extra couple $100. I mean, it can save you long term. But yeah, just generally speaking. Just generally speaking. All right, which one of these do I need real quick? The one pack that would have been helpful would have been the $50 Battle Pass BP pack. $50 Battle Pass pack. I don't remember seeing a $50 Battle Pass pack. Are you wanting that to be an option? Usually that's just a $100 and a $20 option. Think about all the multi-phasing store credit. Hugo, you are right that, here, let me do a quick math. What do you get, 8,300 multi-phasics per right now? Is it 8,300 multi? Now, Amazon coins, I'd save more money. If I was really going to do 7,000, I'd save more money doing Amazon coins. But 83, so if I bought 72 packs, that would give me 600,000 multi-phasic credits. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of credits. That would be a lot. So, yeah, 597,600 to be exact. Battle Pass points pack. Oh, the Battle Pass points pack. I never look at that pack, to be honest with you. Do you still manage juice since you love being a pirate? Honestly, I never have. I mean, okay, a lie. I did when it first came out. But I haven't since all the stuff come out in terms of like the fixes and everything, because I can grind it so quickly. I haven't needed to. So no, I haven't been doing that. It's a viable strategy, but I haven't needed to. I can usually fill up pretty quickly. Now, granted, I'm streaming right now and it's very possible I'm going to get stream sniped. It's honestly, I'd say it's likely I'm going to get stream sniped by somebody. So I'll put the disco in here just to see if I can catch it beforehand, but I'd say it's pretty likely I'm going to get stream sniped. But no, I actually haven't been, because since they've added in more Apex, I can generally do it pretty quickly. You know how long the waiting time will be for level 60? What do you mean, Crazy Leader? Are you asking how long it takes the average player to get to level 60? The highest free to play in the game is, there's a couple of level 49s right now. There is a long time before you'll get to level 60 as a pure free to play. But again, this comes down to your spending, individual server, what you're going for, what your milestones are. I mean, there's a guy, the fastest I've ever seen somebody go from 0 to 60 was 2 weeks. And as you can imagine, there's some heavy spending involved, and no shame there. There's no shame at all in that. Spend what you want to spend. It's your money, not my money. I don't care. But fastest I've ever seen 0 to 60 was about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. But again, it depends on what your goals are, what you're trying to do, and if you're wanting to spend to expedite that process or not. Brandon, what are you talking about? Brandon, what are you talking about? For me, it's definitely better because I don't get a penalty to pay off my principal immediately, and I do save a crap ton in interest. 2 weeks to level 60, that's like the GDP of a small country. I mean, it's 6 digits. I guess there could be some countries out there with very small GDPs, but it's not that crazy. Dennis says 0 to 60 equals more money than brains, or just more money than you comprehend. I will say this. I don't shame people based on what they spend, but I will say that my understanding of money in terms of what some people have has changed playing in this game and meeting people who have the resources to spend like that. Like, my level of money understanding is so different than somebody who can legitimately afford to do that. Like, the gap between me being like lower / middle class and like a 1%er is so extreme. I just, these people that I talk to who can do that are not dumb people. They are very intelligent. There's several people in this game who are CEOs of major companies, Fortune 500 companies, and they just have money out the wazoo and they don't care. So as far as how many broken to ceiling rods you need 4,000 slugger, 4,000 broken to ceiling rods to turn in to get your free treasury. You need 4,000 broken to ceiling rods to turn in to get your free treasury. Hey, Ingela, how you doing? The value of money, understand it? Yeah, it's crazy, the differences in lifestyles. The broken rods, but I have no option to turn them in. So Roboski, this has been a problem. If you've put in a ticket, customer support is currently going through those tickets. I would encourage you to put one in if you've not already. And I am talking with the overlords again. I don't know if they've responded since I went live. Doesn't look like it, but I've been trying to talk to them about it as well to get this problem rectified as quickly as possible, because obviously the more this goes on, the more people it can end up affecting. Do you know ISS Jelly's coming to the event store? Nope. I have no knowledge of the ISS Jelly coming to the event store. Why it's not in there now, I can't answer. All I can do is tell you that that request has been passed up. I don't know why it's not in there now, but they have heard that. So just filled my treasury and can't spend the broken rods. Yeah, again, this is a known issue. You are more than welcome to put in a ticket, and if you want, you can send that ticket to me and I can try to talk to them about it. I am trying to get all those type of tickets expedited, and I appreciate y'all's support. I can only, reach out and do what I can do, but I am trying to get that done as quickly as possible, because obviously there's a time factor there. There's a time limit there. I promise you, I am trying to get that worked on. If you had a discussion with them about SLB, I mean, Jimmy, look, all I can do is tell you, look, they know your grievances. That's all I can do. I can't twist their arm and make them change. So do they know that there was mass dissatisfaction amongst a large group of people about the SMS and SLB? Yes, they're not ignorant to that. Will they make a change? I honestly can't tell you. We'll see this weekend. I'm not necessarily expecting one, but I'm trying. So, love the channel. Thanks for all you do. I have a question about a crew. Do you think Igatiga and Pan are good without Wayun? Yes and no. They're okay. It honestly depends on what you're fighting. It honestly depends on what you're fighting. There are some PvP crews that you're still not going to win against, even with running those two rare strike team officers, but there are other crews that you will win against. So I know that sounds like a half answer, but the thing with PvP in this game is it's not very varied, but it does depend on what ships you're talking about, what level of range, and what officers you're going against. So now if you had a full strike team, it really wouldn't matter. Full strike team is pretty damn hard to beat, but the epics are critical to the interceptor and the explorer teams. The battleship team, just strike team Una by herself, is really ridiculous, but the full team is the best team. So, and no, Tony, I've not been having any issues on the PC. I have had some freezing on BlueStacks and a couple of like minor things on the phone lately, but again, running a Samsung S21, but I wouldn't say it's been super serial. I wouldn't say it's been ridiculously bad. Rev needs a soundbite. Put in a ticket. If you need help, send me the ticket number. Look, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that before I went live, I had to delay the stream by 30 minutes just so I could respond to all the people who sent me tickets. And since then, since we went live, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 messages in my Discord in the 25 minutes we've been live. So I will attend to those after the stream. So those are just private messages. Those don't count pings. Again, I will try to get to as many of y'all's issues that are going on as possible. This is just part of being a content creator. It's part of, you know, working for y'all, the players, and that's my job. So I'm not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. Should we make an adjustment to the Cisco, Miles, Kira crew for Cardassian Armada since it's been revealed this version of Kira was a spy? Should we change Kira out for another officer? I'll be honest. I don't recommend using the changeling Kira really at all, just because she's not very good. She's not really good against Cardassian Armadas, and she can break FKR Armadas, especially in conjunction with 6. She can break Eclipse Armadas. I just don't ever use her. So I think you're better off running like Cisco, Miles, and then having somebody bring Gorkon so you get hull breach with that critical build than you are by bringing Kira. Or bringing 6 is much more effective. Remember, do not mix Changeling Kira and 6 of 11. The best way is don't bring Changeling Kira to any Armada. Just ignore the card. Don't use it. It's trash. But never mix the two or the Armada will fail and you will lose your directives. You have to then put in a customer support ticket to try to get your directives back. And we all know how fun working with customer support is. So do not do that if you can avoid it. I try to tell as many people as I can. I know we shouldn't be like openly advocating, just ignoring officers and treating that like a fix, but truly just to save you directives, save you potential headache, do not use it. Cisco, Miles, great Armada officers. Changeling Kira, pretend she does not exist. Use her for away teams. She can't break anything in away teams. How do I successfully destroy a Jem'Hadar flagship? Which ship should I use if I don't have the Defiant, and what strength should it be at? Again, Crazy Leader, all the questions you're asking, and I'm not trying to deflect, are basically specific to you. Solo Armadas are extremely in-depth, where PvP is really not. Solo Armadas are. Now, I do have a video about going after Solo Armadas and what basic crews to use, but I don't know what level you are. I don't know what ships you have. I don't know what officers you have. I don't know what researches you've unlocked. Hit me up directly, and I'm more than happy to do a one-on-one. Now, I offer this all the time, and I don't like charge for it. If people want to donate, that is hella appreciated, but I do one-on-ones. If you need help, I can, you know, sit down with you and go over your account and say, hey, you know, here's what you got. Some basic crews are 5-6 Khan is an extremely basic Armada crew for Solo Armadas. And that's your strongest ship, runs 5-6 Khan. You could also do Riker, Beverly, Lorca, and then do the DS9 crew. But what if you don't have the DS9 crew? What if you don't have the TNG crew? Well, then I need to know that so that we can build on that. Maybe you need to run Kirk Spock because you're running, you know, a D4 and you're a level 35 player and you don't have a lot of crews. So we need to just do it by your account. And I'm happy to try to help out people with that. Just remember, it takes time and I have a lot of people to go through. Did you know anything about the upgrade amalgam event, which appeared and vanished after about 5 minutes? Basically, it wasn't meant to happen, hence the disappearing. It just accidentally got activated. Okay. Ming, I don't have Dax because I didn't go after her in the SLB. The best way to word it is I'm kind of boycotting that SLB. I hated that SLB. I thought that SLB was absolute garbage. So yeah, I don't have Dax. I haven't gotten to test her out myself. Mathematically, she's a good officer, but I haven't got to do that myself. And I've still got to do the strike team video, but just so many things have been coming up and not really good things in the game. Like so many problems have been coming up that I've been having to address. Different videos I've been having to make that, that video has gotten delayed, but it is on the docket. It is one of the most important videos I have to make because I do have all 3 strike team crews. And I will be grading them. I can tell you right now my order of importance in terms of the ones that I feel like are best, just PvP only, like only discussing the PvP value. Battleship, Interceptor, Explorer is the order of strength I would go after. But I will say, like, for example, Weyoun is great as a base raider, like Rom Weyoun in terms of combination, super good. Pawn is a great base defense card. So that there's different values that you can place on them depending on what you want to do with them. But pure PvP, I would go, and no, my manus is not full. Pure PvP, I would go Battleship, Interceptor, Explorer in terms of ranking them 1 to 3. Ranking them 1 to 3. All right, I'm close to full. Literally one more, almost anything would fill it up. So, all right, more questions. I'm sending you money for your Christmas present to buy a pack you're choosing on live stream. Well, thank you, Ryan. That's extremely generous of you. I'll be honest, I don't really have a pack I'm wanting right now, but I can take a look and maybe pick something. I appreciate that. I really do. And I don't have the fun on the screen. I know it bothers some people, but there it is. Just from us raising money for, come on, fill up. Just fill up. Yeah, I should just hit an apex instead of fooling around with these baby ones. But yeah, I'll update the screen, and this is help paying off the PC. We've also got new furniture that I'm getting and stuff like that. So and a whole new setup that you'll see beginning of next year. Oh, now I'm full. All right, already hit. Now I can recall. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. If somebody donates $7,000, I'm just going to be real honest with you. It's not going to the game. $7,000 is going to go to pay the taxes because everything I make is 1099, which anybody that's ever done 1099 and contract work knows how terrible tax season is, or mortgage payments. So, whole boost pack. Look, I'll say the whole boost, 350% is enough to where even a spender probably notices the difference. But again, we're getting really into the power creep problem that I always bring up. That's power creep. There's so many things that are giving those percentages now. Yeah, resist them. Laughing British. Enjoy yourself. Did I miss anything? Wolfwood, you've missed everything. We actually gave away the secret to getting level 60 in 3 seconds. You missed it, and we're not repeating it. So welcome in and have a good time. That's all you can do now. You're not getting the secret. Just the Holberg's practical numbers are closer to 15 to 25%. Exactly, Blues. Because they all stack. So for example, if you go into your base, the new building that just came out right here, which I do like, even though it's more power creep, this whole health bonus, the prime, add to this, like literally add them together. That's just part of it. And then take, for example, my Katinga, 9 officers. See this 120, add that in too. All these officers are on away teams. It's all together. So it gets diluted. The best way to describe it. Is it effective? Yes. Are you literally going to see your whole health go from 1 million to 3.5 million on a 350% increase? No, you're not. Not going to see that. Oh, Tony, what's the string attached to my Christmas present? Is it just the wrapping? Like, are you saying this? You just put some twine wrapping on there and that's the catch? Or like, are you holding me over the fire? Is this eco? No, it is not. But it is a thank you. I don't want to say your full name because I realize people are very picky. There's a message in the Amazon package. Oh, okay, cool. I will see that when that gets here then. I do want to say a big thank you. And let me do it this way. RM. If you're RM out there, okay, well, you just let yourself be known. I was trying to keep you kind of private, okay? I was trying to save your identity, but no, Ryan M just had to let people know. Thank you so much for supporting me, my family. You said it could be for a pack or for Christmas, so I appreciate it. I will update it here on the screen. The bar just got filled up a little bit more. Thank you for that, Ryan. I do appreciate it. Thank you. And Tony says it's nothing crazy. Tony, it doesn't matter if you buy a $10 gift or send $100 like Ryan just did, which is mind-blowingly generous. Every bit's appreciated. Like, I cannot stress enough. As a content creator, I can't do jack diddly kumquat without y'all. So anything you do, if somebody donates $1, I appreciate it. Thank you. That literally goes to pay the mortgage, the health. Look, my mortgage is $2,000 a month. My health insurance for a family of 5 is $1,000 a month. And I don't need any of you foreigners out there talking about, America, health insurance payments. Yes, I had a baby this year, so I'm paying the good insurance. It's expensive. And come to find out, you can't this is a little side tangent. You can't just pay for like the good insurance for the 9 months you need it. You got to pay the good insurance all 12 months. So, yay, America. But anyway, I am appreciative of y'all because I do get to pay my mortgage every month. So thank you. So thank you. Oh my goodness. Back to Star Trek Fleet Command. Back to Star Trek Fleet Command. Is the whole health bonus on the armor displayed correctly? Because the 46 is 1207, but the details tab only 301. There's a display issue there. And maybe I need to make a video about it. Just DM me in Discord what it is. Okay, Tony, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll add you to the long list of people who have sent me a message. And I don't say that like in a mean way. I promise I will get to them as soon as the stream's over. I will dedicate my time to answering y'all's questions. Roadmap is coming. So Wolfwood, I can confirm. I actually talked to them yesterday about this. Oh, dang it. I need to sting 2 more people. Y'all didn't let me know. I forgot to sting 4 times. I've only done it twice. I can confirm. Roadmap is actually coming out very soon. I'm hesitant to say the day I was told because at this point they delayed it like a month. But I got told a day it's coming out and it is this month. So roadmap video coming soon. I'm not saying the date, just to be honest, because I don't want to get bit in the butt, but I actually got told a day. So I actually know when it's coming and it's soon. So Sean says this month or what year? 2022. You will get it. You're going to get, I mean, if the date I was told was honest. Does the roadmap include independent credits? Your event store does. Your event store does. Say it or we'll bite you? Yikes. Don't bite me. Mommy? All right, let me go sting 2 people real quick. December 2024. Yeah, there you go. Hey, there might be another roadmap by that time too. There might be. They add more potholes in the roadmap. That was a good dad joke, Dennis. Dennis, dang it, you just did a good dad joke. Over under on Christmas. The date I was told is before Christmas. Okay.
Stop trying to pull it out of me. Damn it.
The date I was told was before Christmas. The date I was told is before Christmas. So, yeah. I hope that's accurate. I hope that's accurate. But the date I was told is before Christmas. So, yeah. Now we wait. Thought this was coming before Thanksgiving. It was supposed to come before Thanksgiving. It was. It was. You did not recall incorrectly. All I can do is what I do. And he's more, so many. Thankfully, Rev Deuce has been pushing people to do away teams pretty hardcore since they came out. But yeah. Goodness, the amount of away teams we've had this month is a lot. I really need to buy that director bundle, but I haven't yet. Valdor, still a good ship to go to. I love the Valdor. I love having my Valdor. It's the cheapest to go for. It's the cheapest to go for. And what I mean by that is it has upgrade pass. What the? Excuse me? Oh, check that. Okay. Yeah, the Valdor, very good ship. Because of Parabellum and ISS Jelly Brawl, it's the easiest 42 uncommon to upgrade. By ease, I mean you have more events that directly give you the resources needed, whereas the Katinga, the reason my Katinga is only tier 3 is I need all that ore for buildings. You need a lot more uncommon ore for buildings and things than you need gas. But you do need gas. You need gas to do all your guns. But in terms of usage, I need ore the most, and I have more events that pay out the gas and everything that I need, and some ore for the Valdor. So my Valdor is a lot easier to get to tier 5.5 or tier 5, which is where I'm at now. I really don't think you need to take it. Hey, Iron Fister. What's up, buddy? I really don't think you need to take it any higher than probably tier 5. Tier 7-ish would probably be my max on the Valdor because the 46 rares Still the best bang for your buck. Remember, the biggest bottleneck in the 40s for your ships is not uncommon materials, it's ship parts. Uncommon ship parts, rare ship parts are the biggest problems that you will have, okay? It's not the uncommon materials. So another reason to save and not invest heavily into your uncommon 42s is the 46s will need the ship parts. So as soon as a 42 uncommon starts wanting rare ship parts, I definitely don't touch it anymore. And thank you, Iron Fister, for letting me finish out on that. So your ship parts become it's one of the reasons that even if y'all don't realize it's needed, I push for them to do a refinery or a bonus refinery for ship parts, because it is a huge bottleneck in the game. So hope you're well. Has anyone raised the broken lockbox? Yes, Stevie. It has been an issue that I've been working with them on heavily for the past 16 or so hours. I will try to give you all an update as soon as I have one. But this is real? Holy crap. I don't want to say your real name because, again, real names, but AG, thank you so much for your donation to my family. Holy crap. I had to double check. Thank you. It's a random amount. Is that a currency exchange? That's why I was double checking. But whoever AG is, hopefully you recognize the initials. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me and my family this Christmas season. Chat scan for an AG. Again, I don't like giving out people's names because some people don't like to make it known, donations and stuff. I'm just trying to respect that. You have any information on field training fix? No, not beyond what we've already discussed. That has not been a topic I focused on yesterday. The treasury has been higher on my priority list, but I am, I just got 10. Oh, that's a good pull. Again, I am working with them on that. And I know field training still has one more kind of like you're stuck on for everybody. And so I need to spin. Okay, so I can finish this one. Just need to do that. Kind of mine titanium. Relocate my star base. Okay, so this one I can do. And then everybody is still stuck on ships for the research. But I will, again, try to follow up with that. And the rest of it is easy to fix. But just give me a moment and I will take care of that. And thank you, Darius, for the ticket number. Hugo says, Katinga and Kelvin have better Dominion ship skins. The Cardassian Galore skin for the Valdor is not exciting, but that prevents you from spending money, I guess. Look, I'll be real. If y'all ask me what has value in the game, none of these skins are worth $100. No. To me, they are not. This is not worth $100. This is not worth $100. It's 100% boost of faction grinding. Your main faction grinders for about 2 years will be the level 46 rares. It's not worth it. Now, if it was like a 500% bonus, maybe, but no. I mean, remember, officers like 5 of 11 do that already. And 60% of 511 who's not maxed. I mean, no, it's not worth it. I've got exocomps that I can do. I mean, it's not worth it. Tom, correct. This has been an issue that's been popping up more and more. Put in a ticket. I am trying to get this resolved before the end of the day. So put in a ticket for me. And if you want to send me your ticket, I will then try to look into it for you. I can't promise I can escalate it, but I will try. So it wouldn't be a Scopely holiday season without oopsies and bugs, right? Without oopsies and bugs. Wouldn't be a Scopely holiday season. But if y'all do have a ticket, you can send me that ticket and I will attempt to get this rectified as quickly as possible. Again, talk to them directly. And again, AG, thank you so much for your donation. I just want to say again, I don't like to put out people's names, but you know who you are. AG, thank you. I really, really do appreciate that. But yeah, we've got a couple of issues today. The display issue with Parabellum showing like 4 points short is showing up today. The issue with The treasury coming on right now, or not being able to fully redeem your treasury if you're free to play. I am working on that. Hopefully have that done by the end of the day. I will let y'all know. I'll keep you informed. Why does the away team only use crew base stats, even though we have completed researches that should have boosted them, as they don't disclose research only applies when on a ship? Tracy, I'm not a game design, so I can't really answer that question. Not that I'm trying to ignore you. I honest to God, don't have an answer for you in terms of why they do some things that they do. I am hoping to give y'all more access to game design in the near future, but that's something I can't really share too much on now. That's a work in progress. But there are some things being worked on. I will let y'all know. Now, ATX, everybody should be able to build the Orion Corvette. You can grind out the blueprints for an Orion Corvette in basically any level 11 and below system type deal. Just grind out the BPs for it. So the building, it shouldn't be an issue. The research is a trip up for a lot of people. You can grind for an Orion Corvette. You can't grind for a Rialta. You can grind for a Orion Corvette. Now, Bob, I personally think that the treasury this month is amazing, but that's a perspective thing. I love the treasury this month. Ooh, Juji Poo Poo. People very rarely go to Juji Poo Poo anymore. You don't even have a full crew. What? I'm not sending the Mantis, but yeah, I don't even have time to fool around with that. We'll do Armadas later. I love this treasury. This treasury for me is great. Again, some people don't like this treasury because it doesn't have ship parts, and I get that. The treasury is based off various $100 packs in the game. For me, this treasury is amazing, but I am burning through dilithium like crazy because I'm doing so much research. I could really use 10 billion dilithium, and the uncommons are good. But yeah, there are no ship parts, which is a big thing for a lot of people. And then obviously there's 20 shards of different officers. You hate this treasury? The deal is only 500 million for me at Ops 42. And again, this is going to vary based on your level, your server, etc. For me, it's great. And I'm Ops 45, Dan, correct. You stung my disco, I found I couldn't jump. Mind singing it again to see if it blocks summon as well? Well, you can't jump from it, but it doesn't stop your ability to summon. You can still summon. I can go ahead and tell you that one now. It does prevent you from warping out, but it will not prevent your ability to summon. This event store is good. So far, I finished my Explorer Strike team, got my Fisha Interlock, and Armada pack in Tier Discovery. Yeah, exactly, Tony. So actually, if you actually go to your Manus and hit your right up here, it tells you what it does. So delays weapon fire for 1 round, prevents a ship from warping out, but summoning specifically still works. And then based on these percentages, based on, you know, everything else. So it does prevent you from warping, but it does not prevent abilities being used. So like if you sting my Valdor, I can still cloak. So Tony, for the discovery, the jump counts as a warp, but you can still summon. And yeah, hey BAC, how you doing, man? Oh, wow. Somebody, what? When did this happen? There's too many people here. I would actually just try to sneak in. They've already got 6. I was like, what the heck? Didn't even notice. I'm over here grinding hostiles. Can you please escalate that the diode should be changed for other building materials? I'm sitting on over 10,000 diodes already. So you've maxed out your treasury? Maxed out your treasury, Juan? Well, that's a whale problem to have. I mean, I'll be honest. Juan, if you're that level of player, you have a VIP set, only level 49 only. That's a whale. I mean, you have a CM you can pass it up to, but hell, mine, I don't even have my match in my level. I'm 43. I still need more. But I mean, fair. A complaint's a complaint. Complaint's a complaint. Most of my researchers are 100 plus days with my efficiency almost maxed. This is why speed ups become so important. And that's like one of the reasons we push on maxing your discovery. So you get 96 days of speed ups every week. So we're working on that. Is the 2 chest pool still the most efficient way? Generally, yeah, it is. And hey, Saru, how you doing, man? Who dat to you, buddy? Even though it has not been much of a who dat year. Has not been much of a who dat year. Max your treasury to your ops, just buying the treasury every other month. Very nice. I have only bought the treasury once. I think everybody should. I try to hear everybody's complaints. I mean, Barnabas, for example, the treasury key problem, that's 100% free to play problem right now. And I'm pushing that heavy. It has been a who day year. Last year was more of a who day year, I feel like, but they've been doing better here in the second half of the season. So. Been busy, got your video for the event store playing in the background. Thank you, Saint. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you. Somehow I'm a few hundred broken keys short. Have I missed something? Again, that depends on how often you're turning in your treasury. So, disco just maxed here. So, Jack, you need to be max disco and level 40 plus to get the speed ups in the refinery. But yeah, you don't have to be like level 45. You just got to be max tier 9. But you have to be level 40 plus to start getting them. Yeah, Tony, that makes a lot of sense. And hey, Brian, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see everybody coming in. Like I always love seeing the varied faces. And by the way, Black Cap Dan, I appreciate you enjoying the music. This is just a kind of YouTube songs that are free to play, that are just kind of like scrambled together. Let me fix these officers real quick. Group. Two. Two. Love Solar Armada? Same. I think Solar Armadas truly are the best thing added to the game this year. And there has been good things added to the game, but I think Solar Armada is the best thing added to the game this year. I love Solar Armada. And Tony, I'm glad you're enjoying the music. The current song is called Floating Home by Brian Bolger. Syndicate XP. I love getting that every day. Oh, I love that I can invest in the Syndicate XP in multiple ways. And I've done 3 different ways today, and it just makes me happy. Makes me so happy. Ops level 40 plus also gives you Cerritos events if the ship is tier 5 or higher. This is correct. So my Cerritos is tier 5 or higher. And if you come over to my Cerritos event, I think I have 3 today. Oh, I've got 4. Got the California class because I've never finished it. Got second contact SMS, I contact elite leaderboard, and then the Armada one, which does have decent payouts. It's not amazing, but again, decent. This is just for doing FKR Armadas with support. 60 million damage with support's really not that hard, but yeah, it's a pretty good one. Like my Valdor running, 5-6 con with support can do that pretty easily. So. I like the new content, Solar Armadas, Mantis, etc., but I can hardly enjoy it because most of the time I spend on the old content. So Bernard, I have been discussing with game design about speeding up old content, and this is a project that they actually have some work on, and you're going to see some things over the next couple months. I can't tell you what they are. I can't even tell you that it's as much as I want, but there are improvements to that coming. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. Hey Zula, how hijacked you as well. E-test for solo epics after Cloak and Cerritos buff 2 ships to beat a rare. So there's no difference between the epics, rares, etc. It's looking at the specifics of each. So like a 47 epic and a 47 rare aren't identical. The epics have more hull health than the rares and vice versa to the uncommons. So sometimes you have to actually go a step down for the epics just because they have so much more hull health. But you want to look at their piercing values, they want to look at their hull health and look at their DPR. And that's the best strategy I can say when going through those. Enjoying solo armadas as well, even though I'm gonna only hit the 35s. Even if you're in the 30s, hitting the 35s, the payouts in the faction store are pretty daggum good. The Bajoran faction store. It's also on the Winter Special Syndicate XP pack. Let's go look, because there's a couple Winter Specials. Winter Special Syndicate XP pack. It's okay. It's not bad. I'd say for me, it's probably $100. I'm not going to buy it, but yeah. The Galactic Armada pack is the same Galactic Armada pack as per normal, though the uncommons look a little bit higher than I remember. Galactic Armada pack is always one I think is a good value. That Syndicate one is 50K Syndicate XP for me would take me to like 18 and a half. So it has some decent materials in it. It's okay. Let's compare it, because Brian says the regular Syndicate pack has more XP. So mine has 50,000. Let's see. That's not super impressive. How many packs did we say there were? $7,200 packs in here. Do I have another Syndicate pack laying around? Prime Rep. Oh, here it is. Oh, this is what I was going to show y'all. Some people were buying this pack and then at least getting materials, even if it's 3-star, and using that to get the whole health bonus instead of Prime Cardassian loot. So that was the trick I was telling y'all about. Is if you wanted to spend $100 and get the Prime Hull Prime, people were buying this pack for $100 because they at least got materials and stuff, versus buying this one. Same metal. You're not getting a lot, but you at least got something. And then you spend it on the whole health bonus instead of the Cardassian loot, which who cares about the Cardassian loot? So yeah, Duvall, I mean, again, the amount of materials is going to vary by level and server age. Those are the two big factors. But everybody should get the same amount of directives, but this will vary drastically. Is the ablative armor hull bonus really that useful? 350% is a pretty big boost. It is noticeable by all players, free to play and spenders. It is just more power creep though. It is just more power creep. The Christmas Galactic Armada pack has 5-star in it, whereas the normal one does not, if you're 50 plus. So that is an interesting tidbit, Newfie. I did not know that. So the Galactic Armada pack, I actually wonder, Newfie, if that's simply just an improvement on the Galactic Armada pack and that's how it will be in the future. But I did not know they had updated the 50 plus. I can understand OS, but the server change should not happen anymore with XSLBs. I agree with you. I didn't agree that it should have been there in the first place, but I've already fought that fight and I literally got smacked down very hard. If y'all remember, when I went after them about that, that literally got me kicked out of the content creator program, and there was even talk of removing Rev. So while I fight really hard, that's not one I'm going hardcore after anymore. I got really smacked down about it. So it is a problem, and I will bring it up, but I'm not making videos about it anymore because, well, what happened in the past. So, hey Fabio, how you doing? It's how they do things, I guess. But I do agree that XSLBs have made it even worse of a problem. When will they fix the treasury unlock problem? Again, I'm working on it. I have been messaging about that for about, what, 16 hours? I put out a ping yesterday that they had said that it should have been fixed. It has clearly not been fixed for all players. And I am waiting to hear back from the overlords this morning. I've not heard from them yet today on it, but I am working on that problem. I'm hoping to have it done here very soon. No, David, that's cool. No, I'll 100% get you. And my thing has always been like, I'm not here, because I don't work for Scopely. I'm not here to encourage spending. I'm only here to tell you what has good value game-wise, and you decide whether to spend. I'm never going to be like, hey, there are 377 people watching right now. I need everybody to spend $100 on this pack. I'm never going to do that. I'll tell you what I think has value and what I think does not. And you can decide whether your money goes to it. So All right, we keep grinding away because I'm trying to get some rep in, but I've also got to go stop this and do these events. So I got to go do Parabellum, and I need to do Armadas. Not Armada. I do need to do Armadas. So let me go to Soul real quick and see if we can finish Parabellum. How am I liking POTM, AOTM? I love the idea of POTM, AOTM, so Player of the Month, Alliance of the Month. I don't care. I'm not going to grind for that. I'm not. I love the idea. I think it's great for those players who are grinders. I am not going for it. I don't care. I do love the idea. And I also know that they have more plans than just have it be a random event. So I like it. I'm not going to participate. I don't have time to do that amount of grinding. So what place am I? Last I looked was like 340. Let's go take a look. I'm at 293. At 293. When you get kicked in the program? Oh, this was July 2020. July 2020 is when I made a video calling them out about the pack discrepancy and got removed from the content creator program, lost my NDA, lost all my access to the game, and made some people mad. So, to be fair, I called them fraudulent. Like I went after them, and how I feel is how I feel. See, the overlords might add the strike team officers in the free play pathways in the near future. They already have. It's in incursions. That's their response. Do I agree that that's crappy? Yes. But all strike team will be available through incursions. So yeah. You want to get them in the event store right now. Really all I can say. Satanya, if you qualify as a spender, you can contact me directly, depending on what level you are, and I can get you in touch with the person. I don't put out who the VIP community managers' names are publicly or anything. So, you love the mug? Thank you. This was actually a present from the community for my birthday. So. Incursions are a waste of time. I'm not liking the recent incursion changes, and I was a huge PvPer. Are they going to add Strange New World Una and Strange New World La'an to Manus Refinery to the rest of the group, being that you use incursions for strike teams? For Una has always been designed for whatever reason to be part of the incursions run, so probably not. I do agree the sourcing mechanic sucks, but all I can do is tell you the plans I was told. Una was always meant to be part of incursions in terms of the event payouts and things like that. That's why she's not in the Manus Refinery. Can't really answer for La'an on that one. Probably the same logic. So probably the same answer. But we can always try to get better sourcing. Decided to see what they're going to do with incursions and the assault mechanic. The assault mechanic, I think, is the dumbest thing they've done because the way they've set it up. Assaults does not excite me at all. I'll be honest, I don't even know if I'll make a video about it. It is literally that boring. Assaults is by far one of the most boring features they've ever invented. It is very boring. So. TL says having VIP players on a game that takes money is nonsense. It allows the house to share with certain players what hand is coming up next. This is common in every game. Every game has all MMOs like this, and it's like the casino. There's a VIP lounge area. They're not getting like free ships and kickbacks or anything, but they have their own community managers and they have direct access to those to get one-on-one support because they're paying extra. So. But I mean, they're not getting any in-game bonuses. But think about this battle. What battle? What battle are you talking about? What level's my Manus? Tier 5, my Manus? Is it tier 5 or tier 6? Let's see. Tier 4. Oh, geez. It's a lot lower than I thought it was. I'm 3 parts away from tier 5. Yeah, exactly. The only in-game bonuses they get is things they can buy. You know, and that's the same for everybody. If you get any of that bad weather, it's still kind of going. Oh, what I think about the battle pass? I think the $20 battle pass every month is good. I think the $100 battle pass recently has definitely increased in value. And if you're willing to spend $100, the past 2 months, the $100 battle pass has been good. Like this month, I still think it's good. The independent credits in it, I love. I don't really care about all the extra Urbanite and stuff like that. That doesn't matter to me. You got, you know, a set of directives in there. This is far improved to what it used to be. So yes, I would say $100 one has value, but I always generally say get the $20 one. Top tier 6 of 11 we're spending the independent credits on? Yes. In my opinion, he is. 6 of 11 is probably the best individual Armada officer in the game, still to this day. The maxing him out is big. I mean, he's part of my primary Armada crew, which is 5-6 Con. He is integral to your Armada gameplay. I've only got him tier 3, and I notice a huge difference. So, what exactly is supposed to occur with a Starbase Assault? I can tell you exactly what's supposed to occur. Starbase Assaults is just an Armada on an Alliance Starbase. 4 people participate in it, and it is a damage scoring metric, meaning that you loot an opposing Starbase based on the amount of damage you deal to it. And that's it. And the loot that you get, crap like this. Plasma. You do not get like blueprints. You don't get titanium. You literally just get more Alliance Starbase crap. 4 people Armada, whales, all based on damage. That's how you're stealing. It is boring. Boring. 5-6 Con versus Jordy Bev 5. 5-6 Con. 5-6 Con. I mean, assaults do not give me any level of excitement as they are right now. Now, if they add more to it, which I'm sure they will, it can get better. Right now, assaults, I'm literally not even going to bother with them. Now, I know our high-level players will do it just because it's something to do, but I really don't see the point of even doing assaults based on what the rewards are and the low participation numbers, unless there's an event going on. So if there's an event to complete, maybe. But other than that, yeah. Don't see the point. It's not an exciting mechanic. Like Solo Armadas is exciting. You can see the rewards. You can see the benefit, the effect on every layer of the game. Assaults does not have that. Does not have that. You don't think you should replace Con with Cisco? A max Con is doing better than a low tier Cisco. If you got a max Cisco, sure, but especially if we're talking solo Armadas, I'd rather have Cisco Miles. So they moved the assault to Thursday, Roboski. It starts tomorrow, I believe. What did you expect it to be, though? Assaults are on Alliance star bases? I knew that, but limiting it to 4 people, terrible. The only people who are going to complete it are the highest 4 people, unless you can afford to launch one. And you could at least get a kickback and at least give players speed ups or something. I mean, only getting Alliance materials, Alliance starbases are not exciting. And the research, you don't really need a max starbase to go through crazy research. So there's just no real incentive to be excited about it. Yeah. Yeah. The scope and know the difference between PvP and bullying. No such thing as PvP that is bullying. That does not exist. There's no such thing as PvP that is bullying. Assaults during an event, sure. Otherwise, it's plasma, literally 0 people who should care. Exactly, Andy. Now, if the rewards for assault were different, like let's say you got, there's not really a lot you can do. You'd have to get rewards that were different than Alliance base. I mean, but if I knew if I beat an Alliance starbase or something and I got 100 days of speed ups, then sure, it's something. But if I'm just getting, again, Alliance stuff, boo. I'm just going to go do my Cardassian armadas and do my turn-ins every day. I'm not going to go waste time on that. You always forget it's a game and not real, blowing up your pixels. Exactly. Yeah. No PvP is bullying. Hell, I get hit by level 60s all the time. I can do nothing to stop a level 60. It's not bullying. Bullying. Now, there is harassment. Like, I'm not saying there's not cyber harassment and stuff. There certainly is. That'll be like your chat-based stuff and everything else. That 100% is a problem, and that 100% needs to be addressed. But somebody hitting your pixels with their pixels is not a problem. How about hitting an alliance's takeover without trying to join the takeover or support an ally to do it? Again, that's just PvP. Your response to that is declare war on them, and then you bludgeon them to the hell and back every day until they don't do it again. That is not a problem. Is it annoying? Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm not saying I like it, but is it a bullying thing? No, that's not bullying. That's just PvP in a war game. Remember, this is a 4x MMO strategy game. Part of what 4x is exterminate. This is a war-based game. So that is not a bullying mechanic. That is just, Joseph, I'm literally not going to do it because you're asking. Send me $20, Joseph. Now, is it annoying? 100%. Like, do I go out and do it? Not unless like I have a war with somebody. But I mean, I'm also not going to say like it's a problem in the game because I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Speaking of, like, if Jet comes and hits me right now with his 200 million Sanctus, that's not bullying. That's just Jet having a 200 million Sanctus that has a PvP crew on it. And he could very easily destroy me. Oh, dang. Dark Phoenix got there first. Did it for my birthday stream, but not often outside of that. Yeah, I mean, y'all watch my streams. My armadas get jumped. You know, y'all will see my grinding get jumped. That's just the game. You know, it's just how it is. And at least it's not like EVE Online or EVE Echoes where if I lose a ship, it's gone forever. At least I keep my ships. I just got to repair them. Yeah, Mark, it's a 4X. I just call it a 4x. It's easy. I'm not the only person who's ever called it that. Don't act like I'm the only person who's ever called it a 4x. 4X. And a lot of that probably has to do with me knowing 4x is like at a 4x scope. As in pew pews down here in the South. But yeah, 4x. It's 4 E's. Try to get on me with my Southern vernacular. Bunch of booties. A bunch of booties. If anybody's curious what the 4 stands for, though, or the 4 explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. So, do I watch Demo Ranch? No, never heard of Demo Ranch. Never heard of it. I don't watch a lot of TV, though. So, I don't watch a ton of TV. Good evening, MHP. How are you doing? Have you done the new Hollow Suite questions? Yeah, I finished them already. There's one of them that they're wrong on. But I've already done it. If you need the answers, I can give you the answers. If you need the answers, can gladly give you the answers. Just trying to get this Parabellum done. What one was wrong? Oh, I'll show you. Did I get Parabellum done? No, I didn't. All right, so if you go into D Space Niners, question number 1, what is a full count? A full count is a 3 and 2. So the answer is C. 3 and 2 is a full count. That's 3 balls, 2 strikes. The answer to number 2. How many players are in a starting lineup? There are 9 players in a starting lineup, including the pitcher. So that's answer B, Goman Dilithium. Number 3, which position sits between second and third? That is called the shortstop. You need to go defeat 20 any hostiles you want. The question 4 is technically not accurate because it says, what do you call a game where the opposing players fail to get on base? That's technically a no-hitter. A perfect game is when they don't get on base and you do not commit any errors. A game where the pitcher throws and nobody gets on base is a no-hitter. If you get a no-hitter and your team did not complete an error, that's a perfect game. So technically this answer is wrong, but the one that works is B, perfect game. So yeah, the question's not worded correctly. Yeah, a no-hitter can include a walk. So the question is not worded correctly, but no walks in a perfect game. There are no walks in a perfect game. I guess y'all are nitpicking. But anyway, there's your answers. Question could have been, it's made for people who don't do baseball. And I played baseball for 10 years and I still follow the Chicago Cubs pretty closely. So if no one reaches base, it's a perfect game. No, if you get an error, it's not a perfect game. If you get an error, it's not a perfect game. If nobody reaches base, there's no walks, no hits, and you get an error, it's not a perfect game. An error does not... Okay, anyway. You can still get an out and commit an error. I don't know if y'all know that. You can still get an out and have committed an error. Surprised that people need help on questions. Well, Kevin, I mean, there's a lot of people. Hey, shout out Ulster who came through with some PvP. See, stream sniping. Although he probably was just there. That's not bullying though. That's me getting beat by a smaller ship. Shout out to them. Ugh. Have you tried switching to someone else like the Cardinals? I've not, Andy. I was a Cubs fan before they won the World Series, and I'm gonna just stay a Cubs fan. But yeah, I mean, the reason that people don't know is, I mean, this game has a lot of non-Americans. So, spam caller. No, thank you. No, thank you, spam caller. Jeez. Go away, spam. Why am I getting double spam calls? Why am I getting double spam calls? Anyway. I'm sorry. It's just like really weird. And it actually came from a local number, which I know a lot of spam calls do that now. Like it hit back to back. Really weird. Like it stopped and then did it again. Makes me want to Google that number, but I'll have to wait. I'll have to wait. Anyway, sorry. Get distracted easily. Yeah, numbers moving for sure. I get distracted easily. And this should be done even though it's not displaying correctly. Yeah. Now, I've used Google numbers before, but anyway, sorry. I get really distracted really easily sometimes. Meeting time, BHD. I hope you have a great meeting today. I am, as soon as I'm done here, I've got a lot of DMs to go through, which I'm sure is a lot of players who are all trying to get their treasury done today. From a PvP perspective, based on proper research and full strike team crews, what do you think about level Tribune fighting a North Cut? I'd rather have the North Cut. And hey, Earth, how you doing, man? I mean, what really is your opinion? I mean, the Northcut should win pretty easily, but the strike team battleship crew is better. Now, if you're talking about it being like a tier 1 Northcut equal power to a Tribune probably going to take it because it has more tiers, does more officer bonuses, etc. But and thank you, Troy. So far, the weather for me has been okay. I have been watching it. Let me actually check it now. Let me check the Doppler. Yeah, so right now it's fine. Okay. So hopefully it stays that way. Were you doing a video on Wei Strike Team on base rating? Again, Ryan, on the list. It's on the list because I do think Wei with Rom is actually a really good run. It's a lot to do right now. Yeah, Blue, the Tribune is great with Strike Team, but the problem with that is it costs 1 million faction credits, and that would literally take about a year of free-to-play grinding to get. That's the only trouble with the 4-star epics is the cost in faction credits. It's literally half the cost to go pick up the Northcut. So warm and 80 degrees here, so it's 58 degrees Fahrenheit, but we've had rain and tornadoes since yesterday. So, yeah, Blues, that's the thing though. I don't think that you can have that question without taking cost into account because the Tribune is stupid expensive. I think you've got to have cost in your analysis there. So if you're just going like ship to ship, yeah, I mean, the Battleship Strike Team is super good on the Tribune because of the Tribune's natural ability plus burning plus the extra shots. I mean, I've got logs where the Tribune's firing 30, 40 times in one round. Yeah, that's fantastic. But still doesn't necessarily make it better than a 53 uncommon going against another PvP crew. And it's still hecky expensive. So, will be a reasonable amount for you to do a 1-on-1. What do you mean, ATX? What do you mean? I think I'm still going to pick up the Coronar, but attempting to push the G5 uncommon and skip the 4-star epic. I'm definitely getting the 2 rares. I plan on getting the Pylum and the Coronar. Because of faction credit constraints, I probably won't end up with an epic for a long time. And then I do plan on getting a 53. Now, the away team store can help with some of that. You know, I'm at almost, 40 Pylum. I'll have to pull that in 6 hours. I'm at like 40 Pylum blueprints, all from the away team store so far. And that helps. But again, pain in the booty. I'm at 47 out of 350 Pylum so far. 47 out of 350. So I'm 13.4% of the way there. And I've got, like 110,000 faction credits. So even if I had the rep right now, which I am 66 million short, I couldn't even get to halfway on the Pylum. Faction credits, this is being a big slog for me. That's why I'm still sitting at 45 instead of being 46 already. And I guess I could buy packs to, fix that, but I don't want to do that. So for now, we wait. Okay, what other, let me check my events real quick. Texas had a tornado during the winter, which is very weird. It's usually a deep south thing, Alabama, Georgia. I don't know much about Texas weather. I'll be honest. I don't know much about Texas weather and what they usually get. This is while using an interceptor. I might disco my Gladius out deep and do that. And then this is just general hostiles. Okay. Did my dailies already. Did that. On pace for overflow. Haven't missed a day. Did that. That's just displaying incorrectly. Kira, how much more I gotta do for Kira? Oh, goodness. Oh, I do a lot for Kira. Just trying Soul Rom. You're right. Here we go. Gladius, I choose you. Get in here. Yeah, I can spend trade XP. I just don't have a ton right now. I just spent trade XP last month. So I am down to... Wait, where's it? It's not materials. Not resources. Where's trade XP? Is it materials? Where's trade XP? Gosh, we need a better sorting for all this mess. Yay, one client... Defiant Cloaking. Other. Oh, there it is. 71,000. I don't have a ton. It's right there at the top. 71,000. I don't have a ton. For some reason, I was looking for purple, not blue. I was like trying to look for the color. So, yeah. QLD search bar for inventory? No, I mean, the search bar is a pain in the butt. The inventory system is a pain in the butt. It needs massive updates. Aluminum ship you should be using Talon instead of Chin and hitting the heavies. Sandman, that's not the correct heavy crew. That's not the correct heavy crew. No. Correct heavy crew is Beverly, Khan, Skinny Mud. Beverly, Khan, Skinny Mud. Sandman, I promise I know more than you on this one. Yes, I can use the Valdor, but it's cheaper for me if I'm going to hit heavies to use the Gladius. I can take out 2 heavies at a time with Beverly, Khan, Skinny Mud than to waste my Valdor, which is 45 million tritanium to repair every time it dies. Every time it dies. The punch-up crew is much better. Dan, simple. The one that's skinny. Sandman, I know exactly how many I can hit and why I would rather use the Gladius. I know exactly how many I can hit. No, Skinny Mud. We don't use drug references here. That is inappropriate. We don't use drug references. He is Skinny Mud. So, you can even call him Pirate Mud. Skinny Mud. Yeah, young mud, old mud, however you want to do it, but we're not using drug references. Sandman, again, dude, that's not a flaw. Heavies have always used a kinetic weapon. You're not saying anything people don't know. But what's best? The best heavy crew is Beverly, because you're getting the mitigation, which is what you would get from PMC. You're getting more damage creation from criticals, and you're getting shield regen, and you're getting damage boost from Skinny Mud. That's why it's the go-to. Stranger War Pike, Stranger War Hammer, and Khan's pretty good. It's okay. The new crews are obviously really good, but I really just kind of stick them to specialty grinding, or we're doing 52 plus. Maybe Newfie. Maybe, but I don't make drug references for several reasons. For several reasons. I'm really surprised none of those reds are coming after me right now. After hitting 46, what will be your next level you push for? I mean, 49 to 50 is basically the equivalent of me going 40 to 48. So I'll be there for a long time. I'll be there for a long time. But I mean, I do want to get to 50, and then I do want to go to 53. But when I hit 46, I'm going to be in this range for a long time. I'm going to be in this range for a long time. So it's just the costs just get bigger and bigger, which I know everybody knows. That's to be expected. But I'm going to be at this level range for a long time. Moss 46 is in the oven. Should I speed it up or let it cook and push the random research I've not done? I mean, you don't really get any benefit from just jumping to 46. I'll just let it go until you are actually needing to be 46. Like, are you ready to get the shipyard updated? Are you ready to get your ship? And do you have all those materials? And if you don't, well, just continue to slog away. Yeah, 2 months of treasury problems is not ideal. Not ideal. You don't have the pile of BPs yet? Well, then what's the hurry? Or what's the rush? If you don't have what you need, what's the rush? And look at him out here with a Sompek and a Sanctus. Look at him with a Sompek and a Sanctus, just living his best life. This man just living his best life with a Sompek and a Sanctus. And a Vorchai. My gosh. One day, I want to be like Jetfat. Look at this. Look at this. Vorcha. Where'd it go? Sompek. Sanctus. Just look at this man living his best level 57 life. Wild. Wild. Victor, I do think that for the average player, camping is still good. I've even told DJ this. DJ, how he runs math and how he sees the game is very spender focused. Now, I would agree that if you're a spender, camping really doesn't make any sense. But if you're a pure free to play, sticking to certain levels and taking advantage of certain things does make a lot of sense. But it's unique to the player. It's unique to a player. But you gotta remember that most of DJ's crowd is level 45 plus and in the 50s. I mean, almost his entire crowd, demographically speaking, he's got a very high portion of spenders, much more than I do. So his information is much more accurate to his crowd. Like the 53s that I have in my crowd, I'm not going to tell them to camp anywhere. Like I'm not going to tell a level 50 player to camp. I'm not going to tell a level 46 player right now to camp. I'm going to probably tell them because packs increase every level in the 40s versus every 2 levels, and events increase if these leaderboard changes are permanent. His advice makes a heck of a lot more sense for his crowd. Oh, wow. Somebody actually bought that skin. Oh, it was you, Iron Fister. I think it's the first Galore I've seen on the server. I'm not saying, I mean, Brian, I would say that me and DJ's audience age-wise are the exact same, but he has a higher concentration of spenders. Thus, his advice is going to be more directed towards those players. His experience will be more directed to those players. I mean, just look at the panel on that DJ has. I mean, he's got a level 59, a level 60. He's 49. You know, that's just where he's at. So, I mean, I think if you're a free-to-play player and you're blindly pushing ops, you're going to run yourself out of the game. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think you are not going to enjoy the game if you're just leveling up. If you focus on leveling up, you're not going to enjoy the game. You're not going to enjoy the game. So, again, it's a perspective thing. And we're done. All for the low, low cost of 400,000 tritanium. The moment I hit a wall and can't build research, well, that wall technically doesn't exist. You'll always have something. But I guess it depends on how much you're willing to put up with time. So there's always the ability to progress. The technically, you can't free to play to level 53 plus really right now because of the rare bottleneck, but there's no free to play close to that for a long time. The highest free to plays currently are 49, and it will take them easily 6 to 12 months to even be approaching 52. So, like, easily. Is the new strike team better than TOS Kirk for the Explorer? Full strike team Explorer is the best Explorer strike team. Or it is the best Explorer PvP crew. It can be beaten. It is the weakest of the crews, in my opinion. You don't see camping as a benefit, but at the same time, definitely don't want to go too fast so you can't compete or do dailies. There you go. I mean, it's a balance. I mean, for me, like 40 and 41, there's nothing there. The minors aren't very important. There's no significant researches in terms of like, there's some levels that'll add like 300 research levels. There's some levels that only add like 50 or 100. So you basically get incentivized to progress even past that level. So camping is just more of a way of saying these levels have more value to be at than saying just, if you were to timestamp it and say 1 month I'm 20, 1 month I'm 21, 1 month I'm 22. It varies by level. So is the Antares worth getting? 100%. I'm using the Antares right now as a level 45 player. It's mining in deep space. Well, actually, it's mining in faction or territory, but I've been mining, preparing for bonus refinery, only using my Antares. So 100%. 100%. Music ran off. All right, I'll restart it. Any reason to keep spinning transporter patterns on TOS Spock? I mean, he is still a anti-critical officer. So yeah, but I mean, again, how much are you doing PvP? You know, right now I'm trying to max out Khan because I've just never maxed him out. And then I'm going to work on 6 of 11 because armadas have become such a ridiculous focus. My 6 of 11 is what, tier 3? I want to work on taking him to the next tier. So I've been saving independent credits. I've been saving the active nanoprobes. That's my focus. I've got 5 of 11 almost ready. My 5 of 11 is at 372 out of 375. I'm going to tier 4. And that's going to be a really big deal for me. That's going to be a really big deal for me. Any way to add badges to the event store? You know, again, things can be asked, but badging already has sourcing. I'm not saying it's great sourcing, but what in this game has great sourcing besides, you know, Kumari Blueprint? Besides Kumari Blueprint. I'm going 6 first, then Khan, but TOS Spock doesn't seem to counter Cardassian strike teams that well. It depends on how they're building that Cardassian strike team. Because if they are going a critical build, TOS Uhura is still like my go-to girl with TOS Spock. But it depends on how they're building it. The Golden Cot is going to give you more shots, which is a common theme with these strike teams. And then giving you the hull breach, which is the bonus with criticals. Then you got Damar, which is lowering crit damage of your opponent. So you're basically trying to negate the honor guard warp effect. But it's not really that strong at low level. And then Outcast Spy is increasing critical hit chance. So it is a critical build. TOS Uhura being a little bit better generally because those fights are designed to last a shorter amount of time. But if you have a max TOS Spock, he's pretty effective. That's always been the case with TOS Spock against a critical build. He really needs to be like tier 4 or tier 5. If you got like a tier 2 TOS Spock, he's not super effective. Not super effective. 6 hours. I don't have enough platinum resources. These tools because I need as much dilithium as possible. Hips have excellent sourcing. There you go. There you go. And Banga has great sourcing. Doesn't Banga have great sourcing? Does he though? Like I know we're memeing right now, but does he have great sourcing? Let's see. Is mine Banga? I don't even. I'm sure he is. Is mine Banga max? Where is Mbanga? I don't even remember. Like, when's the last time I used him? I mean, I use Mbanga just for like testing purposes. Yeah. I guess he's maxed. I've not promoted him. I think he's maxed. Just put him on there so he's a blank officer because he doesn't do anything. Station's defense officer. So if you're just trying to get a blank ship, no officer bonuses, no stats, you throw Mbanga on there. Throw them out and then do the test and then pull it back and put the officers on there, but I haven't done that in a while. Well, thank you, JK. I appreciate it. TOS Uhura, TOS Kirk, and Wei Yun. Uhura has nice crit hit reduction with synergy. Yeah, that's why she's my primary. And I made a video about that. I mean, your primary anti-critical crew is TOS Uhura with synergy. Like, what, negative 110%. That's your primary. But there are other anti-critical crews. I mean, technically, Seela's anti-critical, just not super great. I mean, just a very low-end anti-critical crew. She's more of like an anti-con. So, like if you've got a newer server and maybe it's an enterprise running Gorkon, Kirk, Khan, which was a semi-common critical build a couple years ago, then Seela might have a little bit of use, but not very often. Not very often. Looking forward to your video on base defense with Wei Yun. Any tips on how to tweak bold defense, freaking in larger ships and strike team? I would say that Pawn is really good for base defense. So if you want to look at Pawn, scroll down here, need to level them up. But deck of 52% to enemy player crit chance for 3 rounds if on Explorer with morale. So Pawn being useful for an Explorer coming in with a critical build. So if you had something that was like Rom, Honor Guard, Worf, you know, Pawn could be very useful in that scenario. You could have Crass, obviously, to try to negate Rom, but he can be very, very useful on just an Enterprise or whatever Explorer that you'll be running if you're using bold and using like lower end ships and tourists, you know, to take advantage of that officer ability. Nothing like a team losing gets you in TC to bring out a new rogue player. Ah, man, the salt will run. The tears will stream. So will I on Twitch tonight. So if you haven't already, join the Twitch channel. Come join the Twitch channel. I'll put the link here in the chat. We'll be streaming again tonight in roughly 5-ish hours. I'll be playing a different game just to change it up a little bit, but you're more than welcome to come join us, come hang out, and still talk Star Trek. All that is welcome. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. It's about an hour and 45, and I know I've got a lot of messages. I'm going to try to reach out to Scopely about the treasury issue. Hopefully give you all an update on that, since the update I had yesterday was not actually an accurate update for most players, it seems. But hit the like button on your way out. Leave a comment on all the videos. It helps out. The roadmap, TOTUS, this is not the roadmap, just that I have confirmed an actual date of it, so that's good. It is actually coming out this year. Yay. But catch y'all soon, hopefully tonight. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next exciting stream/video, which is literally tonight, and a video tomorrow. So, outro time.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.